Hi, everybody. I am Dana Parker of Hey Miss Parker LLC, and my website is www.heymissparker.org. What I want to do with you right now is I want to share a virtual learning that I had with a group of fabulous women not too long ago. It was on Zoom, and what I forgot to do was hit the record button. So what I want to do right now, I just want to give you a recap and allow you an opportunity to get some information on what we talked about. If you want to take this virtual journaling journey with us. So today we started, the book that we're using is this book. It's entitled Today I Affirm, a journal that nurtures self care. And the author of this book is Alexandra L. Alexandra L. That's her name. So this book you could get on Amazon if you would like for, I want to say it's like 14.99, or I could get it for you. I could mail it for you for $10, and that includes the book and for me to send it to you. This is a fabulous book. What my older um participants, what they like about the book is the font is this big font. It's something, it's easy reading. It's a lot of I like what she does is that she gives examples. Like one of the questions is what am I at this moment? And she gives an example. Alexandra gives us an example of what she said for this. So if you'd like to take this journey with us, please do. You can get more information at www.heymissparker.org. So I want to go over some of the things that we talked about. For those of you who joined at other points of this virtual journaling journey, one of the things I think you should find this on my site was the first few questions. But before I get to those questions, I want to go over some of the things that we talked about to kind of catch you up, so you won't be um so far from the point, whatever point that you join us. So like I said, I'm gonna give this recap because I forgot to click that recording button on Zoom. So the first thing I asked the participants was what do they think journaling was, and I got a great response. A lot of them said something like journaling, it is the process of writing about experiences, thoughts, and feelings. They were right on point. And then I asked them, if we don't journal and we hold in those emotions, we understand there's going to be like a cause effect type of thing. So when we don't journal, or we don't find an outlet to release some negative thoughts, negative energy, whatever you want to describe it as. There's a physiological effect that that actually affect our being, our bodies, our physical bodies. And we also know that research supports that when we don't release those negative emotions, when we suppress things, sorry, in my mouth, when we those suppress and repress those negative thoughts and stuff, it physically affects us. That's when we see with anxiety, depression, and even those types of diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, all those things. And research supports that. Um, those are the negative effects of suppressed type of emotions. So then I went on and I asked the participants that when they journal or when they write, to please be authentic. We don't need the representative. And who is the representative? The representative we always see at when we're starting to date somebody, or at our job, or at an interview. We don't see our authentic selves. And at that point, when we use the representative, after a while, the representative is like, "Yo, I'm tired, I'm done, and I'm going away." And that's when you see the realness of the person. You see their strengths as well as their weaknesses. So when we ask you to be authentic, we ask you to write from that place of truth, so we could get on that road of self discovery. We could get on that road of self care. We could get on that road of exploring of who we are and what we desire to be. So I'm asking you to be authentic. So then I asked the participants, well, why did they take on this journey? So I'm asking you, why would you want to be a part of this virtual journaling? What is it that you desire to see? The majority of the people, this is a women's journaling group. A lot of them, they're at a crossroad or at a new season of their lives. The majority of them, they had adult children and they did the parenting thing of raising productive children to effectively work or live in society. Yes, they did the wife thing, the mother thing, all those things. And now they want to remove themselves from the back burner and concentrate on what it is that they desire to do, that they withheld themselves from for years or whatever. So we had a lot of women who felt overwhelmed still, women who or participants that felt sometimes, oh, they use the word overwhelmed, because a lot of times as women we feel overwhelmed because we have to be what our children need us to be, and the majority of the times we need to be like a rock, something that our kids, when they go away and they explore, they find the world or whatever, they always want to come back and meet mommy at home. But now we still support and we love our children. We're still there, but now we want to focus on what the things that we desire to be, dreams and visions, projects, things that we put on the back burner for so many years because we needed to be that support system for our families. But now they're well on their way. They're living their lives now. They have their separate and their own, or they're building their new family unit with husbands and wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. They're going about their business now. So now you're just faced with yourself and starting to think about things and projects, dreams, goals, passions that we've put on the back burner with ourselves. Now we're at a crossroads, and now we want to confront and explore who we are as an individual, not as a mother, not as a wife, but now things that we desire to do for our individuality. So it went well. So one of the questions that I asked them, remember, I asked them to be authentic, not to bring that representative up, because when we bring the representative up, that we're not being true to ourselves. No more fancy words and dressing things up, but now just saying, giving our strengths and our weaknesses, because we're just dealing with ourselves. Nobody else is prayerfully not going to be reading our whatever we journal and write. And then let me just pin this here, that when you start this journey with us, it's okay to go to your spouse or whoever's in your household and say, when you see whatever the book is, this is my book. When you see this book here, that is my personal book. That book, I ask that you respect me and respect my request and not open that book. And it's okay. Hide it. But then you could also ask them not to, when you see this book, to read, please respect it and not look in it. If there's a question or something that you want to ask me, about whatever, I would just personally I prefer for you to just ask me and not try to go within my personal writing and my privacy too. to try to find out more about me, or to find any questions, or think that you're going to find any secrets, whatever. So just connect with anybody in your family and say, please respect my privacy. So then, anyways, moving on, I asked them the question of what it is. If you're looking at this video, this and you decide to join in on the this virtual journey. Who's coming in my room? Oh, okay. Don't come inside here. I'm doing a video, son. Hey, sweetie. Come give me a kiss. You okay? You need anything? Like you're here, huh? Okay. All right. Hey, love you. I love you here. Nice. Okay, I'm coming. But to be on, I want you to be authentic. I forgot what spot I was at, but to be authentic and write authentic. So the question is, what brought you to this? Why would you want to be a part of this journey, this journaling journey? So that first question was what has brought you to this path? So you can just write that down. We're gonna use this book, and I want you to have a blank um journaling book. So what brought you to this path? What is it? What is it? Self-discovery. So when I was talking with the group, it was they said just trying to find themselves. They're at a crossroads in their life. Now they want to explore what is it that they want to do for themselves. They mentioned individuality, those type of things. So we talked about that. And that segued into page 7 of this book. And if you want to get the book, like I said, go to www.hamisparker.org, click on the Women Who Soar journaling. So the question was then, what am I at this moment? By me being the host and the creator of the group, I went first. And at this moment right now, I feel like a flame, a small flame. But then right next to this flame, there's a big bucket of water that's splashing over. And the water that's splashing over is trying to out that flame. Now, when we journal, we know that we could actually do writing, we could actually draw what we're feeling, or you could give a description of how. So we had other people that said that they felt like overwhelmed. They use the word as being the rock for their family, but then also being vulnerable to certain things, to the for our children when they explore, they go out, they get their new jobs, college, whatever, but they always want to come back to that quote unquote that rock and expect you to have all the answers and expect you to hold them down, to expect you to pray for them, all those things we did as parents. And but we also knew that we, although we were rocks, we were sensible, not sensible, we were like one girlfriend I use the term as like a sponge. You're soft, you know what I'm saying? Our kids were rock, but then some days we're not a rock. We might feel like a pillow, but then we have to put the appearance on of being a rock. And I had another participant said that overwhelmed. They're in the process of moving. So they lived in the home for, I don't know, 20, 30 something much years, and now they're moving to another part of the state. So that represented leaving things and not wanting things to go to this new place of their lives, to this new season of their lives. So then we segue into um who do I want to become? And at that point, we stop there. And that's on page 7 of this book, Today I Affirm. But before we close out, I asked them at the bottom of the book, it says, today I affirmed. And I asked each one of them today what it is that you affirmed. And I use myself. I said that, remember when I said at this moment, I feel like a flame with a big, with a large, jug or so, or a large pail of water that's splashing over trying to out my flame or my fire. But I said today I affirm that I am a a barn fire. I am a big fire. I'm a fire that you can see on a hill. I am a big fire that you can see on from far away. And so that represents for me not feeling so small and vulnerable to being more confident in this thing, while I'm pursuing my passion. So I just wanted to give you a little insight of what we talked about in the first part. For those of you who might have missed it, or those of you, I want to post this on YouTube for you to come back and you too be a part of it. So any parts that you missed, and this was the actually like the first journaling live that I had on Zoom, because I forgot to press that automatically record button. But I wanted to leave a video up on YouTube for those of you who want to join and might have missed a part of it. So again, my name is Dana Parker. I am the founder or owner, or whatever you want to call it, of Hey Miss Parker LLC. And you could find more about me and stuff that we're doing, and even more virtual journaling. To become a participant, you could please go to www.heymissparker.org. Have a fabulous day, and I hope this first video of the first virtual learning, I was able to recap for you. If you have any questions, please send me an email at hey miss parker dot at gmail.com, or you could send the email at dana at heymissparker.org. Either one. Have a fabulous day. I appreciate you, and I hope I was able to give you a good insight, or a recap of what we're doing. Please share and like this if you feel that you want to be a part of this and you want to share this experience with us. In the prayer, in my opening prayer, I prayed and I asked God that while we're being vulnerable, while we're opening up our mind, our heart, and our spirit, that He keep us in that secret place while we're going through that healing, or that deliverance, whatever it is that we need in this virtual journaling journey, that the Lord will protect us and cover us. So if you have any more information, please again go to heymissparker.org. Get some more information that you would find out about our virtual journaling. I'm so tired. Our virtual journaling that we have. I love you. I appreciate you. I pray that this video find you at a place of vulnerability, willing to open up yourself, knowing that you would find your passion and your purpose. I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.